Howdy, y'all. You got the Bulldog on the channel. If you ever wonder why some mechanics are just complete incompetent fools who cannot get your part when you want it to, well, here's kind of the reason why. We've got a bad alternator on a truck, and we look at it and looky here, it's already a reman and it's got a part number on it. Well, there's many different options for this truck. So what do? Typed in the number, cross it up, and it comes out to this. And this, as you can see, this box has been around for a little while, which unfortunately ended up being the wrong one. Okay, the boss is gone with that alternator to try to get it exchanged or find out whatever we're going to be able to do. They can't deliver it because store's short on people, and we've got a bridge over here under construction. You know, they had one bridge that needed work, so they worked on it and spent a few $1,000,000 on it. And then when you got to where you drove across it, you went, it's famous. We've had a few customers with the shocks knocked out of them, cars knocked out of alignment because of, the great job they did on that bridge. So now they've got traffic all snarled up because they got the bridge shut down again, trying to fix their fix from last year. So he's going to have to go get the part himself. He's also got to have some other things done. But now I'm trying to do his job to get some stuff figured up. This is what's going on. We've had 3 or 4 phone calls trying to get everything lined up from other people that it's going to take forever to get their jobs done. It is not as simple as just making a phone call or showing up and says, go ahead and do this. Well, so you go to do that and the phone rings. So you stop, answer the phone. Hey, we got this problem. So you stop and go over here and check it out and get everything lined up and hang up and get your head back down in there to check this thing out that you need to do. And the phone rings again. It's somebody else. Sometimes it's important stuff. Sometimes it's nitpicky little stuff. I don't know what other places do, honestly. I think they just let the phone ring because that's what I just did for 3 hours trying to find somebody. Call and ring and ring and ring, or goes directly to a voicemail or a busy signal. And well, they're busy, so we're just not going to answer the phone. Well, by the time I finally get a hold of them and finally get an answer to my question and spend my $3,000 with them, then they call back 5 minutes later and, oh yeah, it's going to be, not 4 days like I said, but 2 weeks. I'm honestly aggravated and envious at the same time because people just don't take that from me. It's unacceptable when I do it, and I don't know if it's conscious or subconscious whether people will see somebody that it really affects them whenever you're in need or you say you're in need and they try desperately to solve your problem for you. And maybe that kind of person gets preyed on a lot because, subconsciously they pick up on, well, you actually care, so we're going to do something about this. We're going to prey on that, try to make you feel bad about not solving the problem now. And on the other hand, maybe they just treat everybody like that, and the people that don't care, they just don't care. It don't affect them at all. Honestly, it does affect me. Last night, it's been raining all day long yesterday. I rode the motorcycle home. Fortunately, I caught a dry spell. It stopped for raining for a couple of hours in the late afternoon. And I got home and I grabbed the parts that I'd all carried home and I ran over there and showed up in the guy's driveway. It was not a done deal that I was going to be there because he didn't know if I was going to be able to get the parts or whatever. But he had told me that today or this afternoon he had a job, he needed a truck, and he needed to go with it. He's got 2 trucks. They were both down. I get out there and I see him sitting in the truck on his phone. I said, hey, he says, I'm really glad you're here. Why's that? He had been using his little side-by-side to get around, and it broke down. He says, I hope you can get this truck going tonight. Otherwise, I'm walking. Yeah. A few minutes, I got his part put on. We got it running. He was really appreciative. It does make me feel good whenever things can work out, but boy, it really hurts whenever it don't. I'm glad that that part fit, because he had already gotten a part and it didn't fit. It was the right one, but it didn't fit. El Cheapo, the finest Chinesian money can buy. I got a part that cost half as much and it actually fit. But that's just my rant for the day. And this, what I showed you earlier with the alternate, that box looks like it has been around and around and thrown down a flight of stairs, run through a grinder and everything else. Maybe it was boxed wrong. Maybe it was a different run where they made it differently, but it's almost the right alternator, but not quite. So now we have to deal with trying to find the right one. So try to be patient. If you can see that the person is trying, if you run out of patience with them, you're going to burn them. They're not going to want to do anything for you. So be mindful of that. And for all you guys that have been burned, try, guys and gals, I don't mean to exclude, try to, don't make everybody pay for them few crappy people that have run you over in the past. So that's just my 2 cents on the matter and my explanation. Like, comment, subscribe, hit your little bell notification, share it all around. We'll talk to you later.